as music festivals 2021 become even more plausible, I've done so many videos about so many different festivals. I wanted to give this update of EDC Las Vegas 2021. Pasquale just posted these two tweets saying full EDC Las Vegas update coming soon, but as of now, nothing has changed. If we can have a safe show in May, then we're gonna make it happen. If you don't want to attend or are not able to, no problem. You'll still have the option to transfer your ticket to 2022. If we're not able to do the show in May, then we have backup dates ready and refunds if you can't make the new dates. I appreciate everyone's patience while we work through everything. Love and light, Pasquale. Now, being honest, I've gone through a lot of phases of our music festival is gonna happen this year or not. Again, I've done so many videos, and I feel like more now than ever, I'm actually very optimistic with vaccines, in my opinion, being the #1 determining factor in terms of the vaccine rollout. This year and recently has been incredible for the vaccine rollout on how many people are getting vaccinated. I was just seeing that Biden was saying by May 1st, they want every American to be vaccine eligible, meaning you can get your vaccine. And with EDC happening in May in Las Vegas, it could be surprisingly very plausible that it still actually happens. You know, when I did the EDC Las Vegas video earlier this year, I thought, look, I think actually EDC will happen, but they're gonna have to reschedule it to later in this year. However, that was before the vaccine rollout started really getting big and being so optimized that's been happening so quickly. The entire country's been doing significantly better, and therefore, because of our crazy growth and making everything a lot more safe, this could happen. Another interesting point that I never really even thought of is, as you said, if you don't want to attend or aren't able to, no problem. That's a very interesting point because let's say you're a healthcare worker. Let's say you're an essential worker. Well, you probably could go to EDC because you're vaccinated and maybe you feel a lot more safe because you're like, hey, I'm vaccinated, let's go. However, if let's say you're not able to get the vaccine by that time, you might be a little bit more hesitant. For me, I do have a ticket to EDC Las Vegas for this year, and if I'm not able to get the vaccine by the time EDC happens, personally, I might be on the fence. And I love that Insomniac is doing this. Insomniac and Pasquale are the best at handling the situation. So I love the fact that he says, look, if you can't make it this year, no problem. Or like say if you don't want to, if you just want to make sure you're 100% safe, just push your ticket back to 2022. Now I know for a lot of people, you may have already booked your hotel, your flights, taken time off work, basically done all the accommodations. So you're like, shoot, it's gotta happen in May. I don't have to deal with all this rescheduling things with the hotel, my flight, talking to work again, blah, 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 blah. So for me, I'm on the fence. Luckily, I've not booked anything yet, but being honest now, I could see this potentially actually happening in May. The biggest thing though is I don't know what they're gonna do about vaccination proof. And what I mean is in a prior video, I was talking about Nocturnal Wonderland, and I mentioned how there's now a cruise that you have to be fully vaccinated for, and it's the first ever vaccine cruise, which actually is a very smart idea. And I said this before in other videos actually earlier this year, that I'm saying, okay, at the door, ID, vaccination card. Will EDC have that rule? Will they actually say, hey guys, we're gonna be honest, with everything going on right now, the only way we can have EDC Las Vegas in May is to make sure that everyone's vaccinated, meaning you need vaccination proof before entering into the festival. That's not that unrealistic if they're gonna have it in May. Now, maybe if they have it later in the year, that won't be as much of an issue, where they're like, hey, let's be honest, most of us are probably vaccinated enough where we can have some type of herd immunity and we can be kind of confident that everyone can be as safe as possible. However, with May still being so close, it could be that they say, hey, sorry, we have to have a rule. The only way we can have it based off the government and based off certain guidelines we have to follow, the only way we can have it is if you actually are vaccinated and you have proof of that vaccination. But the good thing is though, at the end of the day, I've seen way more flyers now for festival lineups. I've seen way more promotions for festivals happening later this year, and that could actually happen, which I am super excited about, because like I said in other videos, in the beginning, I was like, you know what, I'm just waiting until next year. I'm just gonna wait to 2022. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I still think we do need to be a little bit safe and not just open everything up like crazy again. I think we do need to be very methodical as we do so. Like LA just opened up gyms and museums and some theme parks with the different restrictions, but there definitely is a light at the end of the tunnel. Again though, EDC Las Vegas happening in May is still so close, especially given how many people go to EDC. However though, honestly, I can see it happening.